Many young people today claim that socialism is more fair and compassionate than capitalism or free enterprise. Some even claim that socialism, which they say is akin to share and share alike, is the Christian thing to do. But in reality, the Bible says if a man refuses to work, then neither should he eat. It doesn't say if he cannot work. Many think socialism is some new concept, and yet, in the early 1620s, when the Pilgrims founded Plymouth, Massachusetts, there was a requirement foisted upon them, which was a form of socialism.
One of the stipulations of the London adventurers who had lent money to the Pilgrims for the expedition was that everyone in the colony was to receive exactly the same amount of money, the same amount of salary, no matter how much work he or she did. The problem with this imposition is that those who worked hard were paid just the same as those who chose not to work at all. This common store stipulation undercut productivity immensely.
So now the Pilgrims come over here, they're virtually in a socialistic situation, a communal living, where everybody at the plantation worked in the same field, grew their food, then at the end of the season they simply evenly split with each other what they produced.
The Pilgrims did experiment with this socialism or communalism, and they realized it didn't work. It is against human nature. The moment you tell people that the community will take care of you, they work less. It undermines character.
1623, Governor Bradford changed the deal. We're going to stop a communal existence. We're going to go to land ownership. Every family will own their own land, grow their own food, and feed themselves. Then we'll trade with each other what we have left over. Free trade. That worked. They never had a starving day after that. They tripled their production. Of course, it did leave them with one little problem. How do you divide the land? Our Pilgrims divided their land equal to the amount of people in their family. More kids you had, more land you would own. See, we had a little problem, a little population. We had 51 people. We had to get moving. Believe me, it worked. Did you know that today 10% of the population of the United States are Mayflower descendants? 30 million people from 51. Shows you what an incentive will do. Works every time.
Some people treat socialism as if it's some sort of newfangled invention. Socialism is at least as old as Plato of ancient Greece. That's about 400 years before Christ. Socialism is not new, and as the Pilgrims found out, since it was imposed on them by the merchants who lent them the money for the colony, socialism doesn't work. And it didn't work in Russia, it doesn't work in North Korea, it doesn't work in Cuba, nor in Venezuela. It doesn't work anywhere. And yet, there are some who want full-born socialism in America. This reminds me of a short poem by British poet Stephen Turner. History repeats itself. It has to. No one is listening. For Providence Forum, I'm Jerry Newcomb.